Hey everybody, this is Josh Holland here, and I'm about to take you through the 5-minute plank. All right? So, as you've been following along, hopefully you'll understand that this is getting tougher as we go. But 5-minute plank doesn't mean that you're in one position. We are going to move from side to side. I will walk you through each of those moves as we go. All right? So to get you started, let's do some easy shoulder rolls just to make sure that you're nice and loose in your shoulders and chest. Okay, we're rolling those shoulders forward, pulling back, rolling forward, and then we're going to change directions here. Very good. Just to make sure we're nice and loose, ready to rock and roll. Maybe shake out those wrists, do a few wrist rolls even, just because sometimes when we're doing our full plank and our side planks and things like that, you're going to feel some pressure around the wrist. All right? Cool. Maybe do some hip rotations. We do introduce some longer planks in this one and some shorter planks. We kind of mix it up all together, okay? So as we get started, we're going to start in a full plank, which is the top of a push-up position. I always like to suggest when you're placing your hand or your full palm on the ground to make sure your fingers are very, very spread just to reduce the pressure around the wrist, okay? So the first one's going to be a full minute, and then we're going to progress into a few other planks, okay? So let's get the clock ready. Make sure you have everything you need to get started, and let's start in 3, 2, 1, full plank. Here we go. So we're going to be here for a minute, so I'll give you some pointers as we go. If this is challenging for you, then, the next time you start this video, maybe you should try to do a different version of it. But if you're following along exactly with me, then once again, if you're doing this and you start to get tired throughout, then you can take a break. Maybe pause the video or just try to progress each time that you play this, okay? So hips are up, my abs are nice and tight, tucked under, squeezing my glutes. We're halfway through this minute. Doesn't even feel like it yet, right? Great. So just stay here, make sure and really, really spread those fingers so that we can protect the wrist a bit more. Make sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. You can either play around with having your feet closer together or a little bit wider apart. Now we're going to progress into the quadrupedal plank or the beast plank. And we're simply going to move our knees closer to our wrist. And I like to make a perfect square out of this, okay? So all sides are equal. The space between my wrists, the space between my wrist to knee, and the space between knee to knee is about even, all right? So that gives us a square, all sides equal. So we're here for 30 seconds. Then I'm going to go into a side plank on my forearm. So we got about 10 more seconds. We'll go to a side plank, and then we'll continue on through this 5-minute plank series, okay? So get ready to set yourself up for a side plank, and here we go. Good. Now on the side plank, you of course can have your feet stacked. You can have your feet split. You can raise your arm up. You can have your arm down. Whatever you feel is most comfortable. Although this is not comfortable, we understand that, but we're trying to keep our core, our midsection nice and strong, and we get stronger as we go. So the more of this you do, the stronger you get. So don't forget to breathe. Drive those hips up. Focus about the next move we're going into, which is the other side plank. Pretty obvious on that one. Breathe it out. Feel that shake start to happen. Just keep it breathing. Got about 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And other side plank. And as you see, we start to begin the sweat already. I'll explain again. If you have the right arm down on the ground, I usually prefer to have that right leg behind you if you decide to be in a split leg plank, side plank. Like again, I like to have mine stacked. Also, because this is just simply a side plank, you can do the modified version like I'm doing, or you can do a full side plank. I find this one to be a little more difficult than just the full side plank. So that's why I've gone with this one. That sweat is really pouring. So we got about 20 seconds to go. Then I'm going to progress myself up into a reverse plank or tabletop. We'll do that for 30 seconds, okay? So think to yourself how you're going to get into that reverse plank, and then we'll finish with the forearm plank for 1 minute. That will round out the full 5 minutes. Okay, so from here, we're going to pop up, so we can get into our reverse plank. You can either go legs bent or legs straight. Most important thing is driving those hips up, relaxing the neck. Let your head fall back a bit. And also make sure your fingers are pointed to the side. Once again, spread those fingers nice and wide, and that gives you a great amount of support around the wrist joint. Keeping those hips up. You should feel the back of your legs, your glutes. Almost finished with our 30 seconds here, and then we fall right back down into a front plank on the forearms. So we finish with a modified plank. We'll be here for 1 minute. So for those of you at home that feel that just a regular 1 minute plank is tough enough, that's great, because with this, it's like the same thing. We haven't gone beyond a 1 minute plank, but we're moving around into different positions in different planks for 1 minute. So to the brain and to the body, it's still a plank hovering above the ground without touching for the full 5 minutes. As you can see, I'm really getting my sweat on. We haven't done one single jumping jack. We're simply in a static position, getting our sweat on. Body temperature is raising, and it feels good. 10 seconds to go. Stay with me. Abs tight. Feel that burn. Feel the shake. Good job. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. Well done. Feels good, right? So who knew we could do a 5 minute plank? Sometimes when I explain this to my clients or my friends, I say, yeah, have you ever done a 5 minute plank? They're like, yeah, right. Well, doing it this way, I think it's much more achievable, and it gives your brain many goals to achieve along the way. So if you like this one, wait till we do the next one, which is a little bit tougher. We have a 1 minute plank, we got a 3 minute plank, we got a 7 minute plank, 10 minutes. Have fun, explore all of these. Let's do a nice little cool down. I like to do the shimmy after this. Get the blood flowing through the rest of the body. Shake out those wrists. Good. Open up the chest and shoulders. Really extend through the core so we can stretch those abs out. Shoulders, chest. Put your hands together and give yourself a hand. Well done. Great job, and hope to see you at the next workout.